And welcome back to DML. So we will be unlocking the PITAYA Dragon and moving on to tier 9 in the Spring Fiesta event today. So now if we open it back up, there we go, milestone completed. There is our adorable little PITAYA Dragon. So I believe that this is based off of dragon fruit. Apparently PITAYA is just like a different name for it or something. I don't know, it's kind of weird. But I do want to hatch our PITAYA Dragon as soon as we can as well. So we're going to go ahead and pop this random smoke dragon over here. And then in our inventory, I have no idea where... Oh, there we go. I just about caught a glimpse out of the corner of my eye. So we will pop her in, and she'll take a day and 4 hours to finish hatching. So that's quite a long timer, mostly because it is a light epic dragon. But we will take a look at her in just over a day's time. So in the meantime, we have this new tier of stuff to do. So we have to catch creatures, we have to level up dragons, and we have to do battles in the dungeon. So because of the dungeon stuff, that's sort of the point where sometimes it might make it impossible for certain low-level people to continue on with the event, which it does suck. But this is why I always say, you know, you should always at least have some dragons that can do the dungeon fights. Just work out how you want to do it. These fights are very tough on this account, so instead of you just watching me one-shot everything on our main account, how about we actually do the hard way, the hard grind on this little account here. So, I do have 4 dragons that are around about the same level as the enemy guys in the dungeon here, but I need almost all 3 of these guys to be able to do the first set of fights here, and you'll see that the main tactic that we go with is check which dragon is getting focused by the enemies first, then we stone shield, then we metal up, and then we just basically dish out damage with our reindeer, which is the main strat, I guess you could say, for me. But you'll see this is quite a defensive team. Like, these 3 dragons all together, the Golden Crow is kind of aggressive, but the other 2 are very defensive orientated, and you'll notice that you get low quite a lot, but it's sort of how you're meant to play out these fights, because if you get low, you just, you know, heal back up, so it makes sense. It's just, when you're barely dealing any damage, it just gets so tiresome, and the fights take 7 billion years, and it feels kind of depressing, if nothing else. But, as long as you save your Dragon Fury for the second wave of enemies in the dungeon stuff, you will be fine. It's just, if you use your Dragon Fury on the first wave of enemies, and then you've got nothing to take on the second wave, you're probably going to lose. I have gone through, like, mini dungeon tips in a video before, I think, but I feel like the dungeon and a couple of other things that lower level players really do tend to struggle with. And again, I'm not sure if they're just doing something horribly wrong, they just have really bad, like, I don't know, common or rare dragons or something, or if it's just the way that they're using their Dragon Fury and everything like that. I mean, if you have to, during the event time, do not be afraid to use Dragon Fury Essence, which is the stuff that we got for DML hitting their Instagram follower milestones. Yeah, begging for Insta follows by giving in-game items. Tut tut. Shame on you, Gameloft. No, I'm just kidding, you know, whatever works for them. I mean, if you're gonna say, hey, take all of this free virtual stuff that costs us absolutely nothing, and be around for all of our posts, I mean, it sounds like a pretty good deal to me. But you can see here, again, we could use Dragon Fury now to speed up this one shot against the Cosmos, but it's just not worth it. So we take him out with any of our other dragons, then we immediately go ahead and use our Dragon Fury. It's just we use our Dragon Fury first before we attack, so that then we know what dragons are low, and plus we get to attack at the end, and then that gives us a perfect hit. So you know, that gives us a little bit of an extra box towards the next Dragon Fury for free. But this mini team here really does clean up these fights quite well. It just means that I have one main dragon to do the final 3 fights. And I will use him, and you will see that the struggle is quite real. But you can still do it, even with only one main dungeon dragon. It is definitely still possible to do it. You just have to, well, play well. Although, I normally end up making mini mistakes during my fights. And I'm like, God, why did I do that? That was such a stupid idea. But I normally get away with it anyway, because this game is rather forgiving, and plus the enemies tend to miss quite a lot. And all of these enemies have wind for some reason, so they're destroying all of the attack damage of my team. I mean, if it wasn't annoying enough having a ton of dragons that barely do any damage, yeah, sure, just, you know, lower all of my attack even further. Oh, there we go, another dark clouds. Thank you. I appreciate it, Vampire Dragon. Holy! I mean, if you can make it so that all that's left is a little Earth Dragon, what is he gonna do to you? Nothing. You are dead meat, my boy. Rip. Well, there are the easy fights done. Now we get on to this point. So you can see we have our level 30, but then all of the other dragons that we have are sort of a low level. I haven't upgraded my Iron Fire yet, and this Christmas themed guy is just not a high enough level. So I will go back here, and I'm probably going to level up my Agave Dragon just for the sake of this dungeon stuff. Not too much because we don't have a whole lot of food, but just enough to hopefully end up winning these fights for us. So having an evenly leveled set of dragons all at level 30, for example, like having 7 or 8 of them, is really, really cool for the dungeon times and all that. And I have no idea where he is. Where are you, Agave? Agave. I know the proper way to say it is Agave. You don't need to tell me. But he'll always be called Agave to me. Even if his in-game name is Nelt. No, his name is Agave. It's amazing how many people get really pissy when you use the wrong pronunciation, but it's not even wrong pronunciation at this point. It is like an intentional nickname, because Agave sounds stupid to me. It's probably because I haven't heard many people say it before, but that's the reason I say it, you know. If it hurts you, I'm sorry, but that's how it's gonna be for now. So you'll see that we can insta-kill any dragon pretty much that's in the first slot. But then these other 2 guys are going to drag us down. They are going to be a massive pain. Look at that, 4,000 damage. Pfft, what is that? This is children damage. Damage for ants, basically. So the other 2 dragons in this team here are purely in there for the sake of being distractions while we build up our Dragon Fury bar. So that may be very, very mean, I guess, but I don't have any other choice. What else am I supposed to do? I mean, I have 1 dragon that can realistically take on these fights, and I try and take out the stuff that he's weak to first. So in this instance, this rain dragon will probably like almost one-shot us, so we get him low enough so that we can one-shot him. And that pretty much guarantees the fight. Isn't that beautiful? Ain't that just spectacular? So, it seems like they don't want to give us a dragon that is going to get one shot by fire, which is very good during the dungeon, because obviously all 3 of them get damaged, and if we can one-shot one of them, that's fantastic. That's a good start. Because if you start off 3 vs 2, how could it go any better than that? Unless you literally do one-shot all 3 of them, like we do on our main account. But that is not possible. Not possible at the moment on here. But still trying to build up Dragon Fury. Does he die to that? No, he does not. He does take out our Agave Dragon there, but then we get to do another shot off. We get the actual Dragon Fury to start this triple off with. And why are they all water? This is like my... Why is that Kitsune not getting hit there? I swear, out of so many things in this game, the hitboxes of dragons are still really busted. And it annoys me to no end. Like, that Kitsune should have been getting hit there. I was over his face. Are you telling me that to hurt a dragon with some magical mystical fury power, it can only hit their stomach? That whacking them in the head with it multiple times would not hurt them in any way? I don't believe you, game. I seriously don't believe you. And these... Oh god, the second wave is quite annoying as well with a reindeer, which means that we're not going to super affect it or anything, but it is going to be able to do a ton of damage to us with water. Game! You're trying to mess with me. And, actually, we shouldn't have one-shot him there, should we? Because now it's going to go over to the agave with the next wave. They're going to get 2 attacks off on us. So this is what I was talking about. If I'd have just not taken out that Trolloloke, as I call him, with that one shot, it wouldn't have done that. So that was probably kind of a misplay. So if we were to lose this fight, that would probably be the mistake that cost us there. But you can say that, doesn't matter to me. We're still gonna wreck these guys. Heh. Get destroyed, poor meteor dragon. So what do we get in our little treasure box? Some food. Well, you know, it could always be worse. So thank you for that. We have like 5,800 points. Nothing to buy with it. Maybe if they bring out some new dungeon dragons one day, maybe we'll have a use for it then. But for now, you know, at least we got those dungeon fights done. We just have to make sure that we do the next 2 tomorrow as well. Back in the land of PC DML, they keep sending me notifications about this clan gifting event. Buy gems and send gifts to your clan mates. Now, it's nothing new, but it says, with every gem pack you buy, send gifts to all of your clan mates. A purchase between 50 to 250 gives them 1 purple, I don't know what sort of energy that is. Like what the actual official name is. If you buy a 3,500 to 10,000, you give them 7, 3,000 food and 5 gems. Whoa, that's so worth it for £100 plus of spending. Whoa. I am being sarcastic, by the way, but I mean, if you want to get in on the gem buying, go ahead. Obviously, there's still the people saying that they're boycotting and not paying anything anytime soon. I mean, at the end of the day, I don't think that's going to amount to anything, because you got to consider, even if 200 people decided to not buy anything from the game, how many total players are there in game? We don't know for sure, but the boycott has never worked. It never will work. So I don't know why people feel adamant that it is working when it clearly is not. But whatever. That's another story for another day. Not gonna worry about these weird things going on in other social media. But let's just get these win battles out of the way. Of course, on Windows, as you can see, we are still behind our Android account, like I've been saying, but I'm not too concerned. As long as we get the Pitaya on one of our accounts, I really couldn't care less, because at the end of the day, if I don't get it on Windows, that's not even a big issue, because I don't have the space for many other dragons now. I've already taken all the ones out of my inventory out, which means most of my habitats are now full again. Great. Oh no! Oh. Oh. Ugh. Okay, it's not coming. Why does this always happen? When I play DML, I always feel like I need to sneeze, and then the sneeze never comes. It's so painful. Why, game? It's been like this. I've done this like 3 days in a row now. Am I allergic to PC DML? I'm actually like gonna be forced off the game because I'm allergic to it. Is that what's going on? It's like hay fever or something. No clue. But you can see we do have 2 really cool dragons in our hatchery at the moment. So I can't wait to hatch both of those as well. They're 2 dragons I really want to get hold of, but You know, we're still on tier 8 for now. Tier 10 is going to be a pain in the butt. But tier 8 is quite an annoying tier. But you get over it. You get over it pretty quick. So we will get the Pitaya on this account. The question is, will we get the Bonsai? I don't know yet. I guess we'll find out. So we'll buy all of this stuff. Pop our spring cherries in for now. And I did say I needed to buy my gold vault back, but I can't do it until I become a VIP. Gosh darn it! I mean, I do have 16 days of 1-day VIP. I don't know if I really want to waste it yet. Just look at all these dragons in here. Imagine if we just hatched all of our enchantress dragons. That would be so pointless. Well, you know, we got a few random stuff. Some pretty pointless stuff that I don't care about as well. But I've been trying to get another apprentice. Game is not giving it to me, so feels bad, man. Guess we've been rejected for now. But I was hoping maybe some live luck would assist me here, but no. No, he just hates me. I mean, we still only have 3 people that have leveled up. So we've still got another 7 to go. Game, please give me who I want. I just want someone to do that. This person hasn't logged in 11 days. They're still level 7. You know what? Get out of here. You're obviously not involving yourself in the program. I don't care about you. 2 days ago, fine, I'll keep them on for now and hope that they continue on. It's just such a guessing game. Will they keep playing? Will they not log in for 3 weeks? Who knows? It's down to whoever you randomly get given. RIP. Anywho, for now, thank you very much for joining me in DML. I hope that your event progress is going well. If you've been on track, you should be on tier 10 by now. So if that's the case, you know, good luck. Make sure you don't miss any resets. But until next time, I'll see you then.